beautiful, beautiful music. Thank you so much. Well, I now have the honor to welcome our next class speakers of duet. Ms. Jenna and Ms. Ruth Markworth. Please come to the podium.
Because Cinderella was right when she said dreams can come true.
And nothing is impossible, at least according to the
is all the wisdom that we have to get to you. So, class of 2010, in the words of Buzz Lightyear, to infinity and beyond.
Some facts to follow. This guy's did a great job capturing the spirit of the class of 2010. Love to give another round of applause to our speakers, Olivia, Jenna, and you. Tonight, I'm going to talk a little bit about how a timeline, which Mr. Dino's holding up. We call me old school for making that. And a little pink bucket, put that there, relates to your high school graduation. My 4-year-old daughter almost did not use the grade for a pink bucket. Let's do that. Wish me luck. 6 minutes to remember. It was funny this morning when we met for graduation practice right here in this gym. Everybody was in a great mood, obviously, very excited about the fact that they would be graduating within hours. And here we are. I asked the students one question. How many of you would be willing to come back next year if you're given the opportunity to redo your senior year? I found out that nobody was interested. Kind of hurt me a little bit. I thought there'd be a couple of you that would want to come back, but that wasn't the case. I had to give it some thought, reflect a little bit, and I'm hopeful that the students feel this way because overall they've really enjoyed their high school experience. They're looking forward to moving on to the next chapter in their lives, and they have little desire to do everything over again. However, talking with some students afterward in lunch, we had lunch together today, they did share with me that they certainly have mixed feelings about graduating and leaving the safe and familiar halls of Appleton East High School. Right, guys? Mixed feelings? Hopefully? Alright. Work with you. Whatever we experience in life, in this case our senior year in high school, there are always going to be those pieces we regret, those times that we wish we had a chance to do over, maybe do something different from how we did it the first time, maybe get involved more than we did, maybe treat somebody better than we did, if given another chance. So it's okay for our seniors to have all kinds of ideas floating through their minds right now. In fact, as I looked over the crowd tonight, I saw a gamut of emotions being played out on the faces of students, parents, teachers, grandparents, and everybody here this evening. It's a very emotional celebration. I would like to take this opportunity, however, to try to put tonight, graduation night, with all its pressures, one of those nights you're supposed to always remember, into some perspective. As tonight calls to mind a conversation I had with a good friend shortly before my wife and I were married exactly 15 years ago. My friend saw how stressed my wife and I were about wanting to see everything go perfectly on our wedding day. And he gave us some great words of wisdom. He said, listen, your wedding day is great, it's important, it's a wonderful celebration, but just remember that all the days that you have been together before your wedding day, over 5 years worth, my wife still reminds me of that, and all the days that take place after your wedding day, day 10, day 50, day 500, are even more important than tonight. 15 years later, I would completely agree with him. While the wedding day was great and memorable, even more important were all the days that we spent beforehand in laying groundwork for a successful relationship. Even more important has been every day since our wedding day that we have worked together to create and foster a lasting, loving marriage. And that includes even days when our 7 kids are running wild, my wife and I are looking at each other and saying, how did this happen? And we know how it happened. So, with that being said, how does this relate to your graduation this evening? First of all, everybody sitting here in caps and gowns has spent the last 13 years laying the groundwork for your post-high school lives. This K-12 experience has looked differently for each and every one of you. Every graduate has those moments in their mind that stand out for one reason or another. These include both happy and sad moments, proud moments, embarrassing moments. 13 years of memories will and should run the gamut of emotions. However, no matter how similar or different your experiences in these past 13 years, your paths have all converged on this night to celebrate this important event. Tonight's a time to celebrate all the hard work and preparation that you have done to complete the requirements necessary for graduation. But in my mind, just like on a person's wedding day, this day represents day zero. Right there. All the days before graduation, or BG, have hopefully prepared you for what will come after graduation, or AG. Each day after graduation after tonight can be thought of as AG day 1, day 50, day 500. So tonight, in a sense, in an important sense, you're starting over. Your future is yet to be written. And of course, starting over is both exciting and it's scary. But I'm confident, we are confident, everybody here tonight in the class of 2010. You've impressed us with your willingness to take on new challenges and to stretch yourselves to new heights. While you've all taken a unique path to get here this evening, we are so proud of you and the fact that you forged your own path and you found your own way. While you excelled in different ways, different times, and at different levels, I am most proud of the people you have become over your 4 years at East. And as Mr. Schwanke, just one of our wonderful teachers here at East, shared with me recently, this class does a nice job of filling each other's buckets and not making a habit of emptying each other's buckets. Wasn't sure what he was talking about. That happens once in a while. And when I asked him about this, he gave me a book entitled, How Full Is Your Bucket? It's a great book because it clearly describes how important it is for our own happiness to spend time doing things to help other people by filling their buckets or doing nice things for them. Makes sense. The book points out that every day we each have over 20,000 interactions with other people in which we have the opportunity to fill somebody's bucket or to drain somebody's bucket. 20,000 opportunities. According to the book's authors, research has shown that filling other people's buckets can add 10 years onto our lives. That really struck me. So with that powerful thought in mind, I'd like to fill the class of 2010's buckets for just a moment by letting you all know how important you've been to East High School and to the East community. If you look around, you can see that that's the case. You have willingly shared your talents with us over the past 13 years, and you'll now move on to continue your journey. We wish you only the best, and will continue to support you as you begin your after-graduation life. We believe that it will only get better as you celebrate AG Day 1 and Day 50, Day 500. Keep on filling the buckets of those around you, and it will definitely create a ripple effect that can change the world. We're very proud of you, and only one word comes to mind when I think of the class of 2010. And that's awesome. So thank you, class of 2010. That's a wonderful graduation. All right, at this time, I would ask the Assistant Superintendent for the Appleton Area School District, Mrs. Judy Basin, to come forward so that I may present this class for graduation. Mrs. Basin, I have reviewed the records of this class, and I certify that the students before you this evening have met the attendance and credit requirements of this school district. As principal of Appleton East High School, I proudly present the class of 2010 receivers attendance.